Hello and welcome. I'm Scott Dennis.
And I'm Haley Wilkes. Thank you for joining us. All month long, we are looking ahead 20 years in a special series called Suncoast 2037.
Tonight, our Fast Forward takes us to one of the fastest growing counties in the state, Manatee County. ABC 7's Rick Adams joins us now with an in-depth look on where Manatee County is heading over the next 20 years. Rick?
Yeah, Haley and Scott, Manatee County officials say their future is looking very bright. They are projecting lots of growth, but with that growth might come some growing pains.
I see mega growth here. There's more and more condos, more subdivisions.
That's what Jane has witnessed as a lifelong Bradenton resident, and she feels there's a lot more of the same by the year 2037. For her friend Pat, she's seeing the same growth in a part of Manatee County, which tends to be a little more quieter and a little more rural.
I live way out east, and it's grown up. When we moved there, it was a 2-lane road. No lights, anything. Now it's a 4-lane road, and the traffic is horrible.
There are currently 363,000 people who live in the county, with more than 3,000 new people calling Manatee County home each year.
2037 will probably be pushing 500,000 people. In Manatee County, we have planned for growth.
John Osborne is someone who has his finger on the pulse of Manatee County's future. He also sees the future by looking at the bottom line and tells us it's going to take a lot of money to be able to keep up with the infrastructure to meet the population growth.
It's tougher on government these days. We don't have as many tools in our toolbox to get what we need from the development community, so we rely on things like impact fees and other funding sources, infrastructure sales taxes, things like that other communities do, to try to get the revenue to put the infrastructure in place that we need to meet the growth.
County officials say there are many different parts of the county that will play an important role in the growth and development of the area, including this long stretch of US 41 heading into Manatee County from Sarasota County. There's talk of lots of redevelopment and adding more affordable housing, especially with many more millennials moving in. A perfect example of this is a push to turn the Olds County Jail in downtown Bradenton into apartments. There's also discussion about ways to handle traffic issues, such as offering water taxis, building wider roads, and offering rapid transit lanes for buses.
The county is going through their land development codes, which govern how you build things in the future. And we are strong supporters of making amendments to that so that we can redevelop our infill core areas.
Manatee County Commissioner Betsy Benak and other commissioners have had a front row seat to the massive growth and development that the county has experienced over the last few years. She tells us there are many great things in the future.
We're planning to try to do more infill and redevelopment in the urban core, make it much more walkable. We have the opportunity to control things like stormwater, to preserve our open space.
Manatee County Supervisor of Elections Michael Bennett is looking ahead at the future of the voting process. He says there are some big changes projected regarding how people vote in Manatee County.
We will either do 100% of it vote by mail, such as 3 states are doing now, or we'll go to vote centers. So all of Manatee County might end up with 10 precincts, okay? But you could go to any precinct at any time and vote.
From an educational perspective, one place that expects to see more students is the State College of Florida in Bradenton. As Manatee County welcomes more people, so does the college. The college's president says they will continue to build more facilities and expand the services and curriculum they provide for their 10,000 students.
We're looking at enrollments in the K-12 system right now are growing, and so we anticipate that ultimately will come to our institution and we will grow. As we add programs, we also anticipate that we will continue to grow.
The arts and culture of the area has grown as well, giving folks more places to enjoy, from entertainment to the restaurants. Many of Edward Miracle's sculptures can be seen all over Manatee County and the Sun Coast. A lot of the time, his masterpieces have been created at locations being developed ahead of the buildings being built there.
Obviously, I'm not going to be here 20 years from now, but my stuff will be here, and I hope it's just the beginning. I hope it just sparks other people to want to add art to their projects.
And Manatee County officials say that Lakewood Ranch and Parish have experienced the most growth, and that growth isn't expected to stop anytime soon. Back to you.
Thank you, Rick. Harvey Vengroff's affordable housing project is being scaled back. Final site plans are working their way through the city approval process for the property on Fruitville Road. The number of planned buildings has been reduced by 1, along with the number of apartments. 3-bedroom apartment layouts have been removed from the project. Vengroff's plans for Sarasota Station now include 4 6-story buildings with 368 apartments and just more than 300 parking spaces. That is still fewer than required and will need a special variance.
Nice warm day on the Suncoast again. Let's get over to Bob now and find out more details, what we can expect this evening and beyond. Bob?
Yeah, warm enough to create a few showers around. Temperatures in the upper 80s, and we still have a few of those around right now, and some of the clouds making their way over it. Currently, we have partly cloudy skies, 82 degrees. It was 87 just an hour ago, and the dew point 65. Winds out of the west, north-northwest now at 9, and the pressure 30.09 inches. Still high, still dominating our weather, but it will erode somewhat as the front approaches. You can see the general flow from the east to the west here, and we have had a few brief showers around. You can see the activity, not all that impressive on the radar imagery. You can see 1 or 2 lone showers there into Hardy County and also into eastern sections of Manatee County near Hidden River, and some along I-75 just to the west of Parrish. The wind flow out of the northeast right now, and not nearly as windy today as it was over the past couple of days. It will start to pick up again a little bit tomorrow evening and on Saturday. The forecast through this evening looking pretty good, and temperature is still pretty warm. Well, more in the forecast. Let you know about that cold front and how strong it will be coming up in a few minutes. Back to you.
All right, Bob, thank you. Venice High School is back open after the campus received a bomb threat this afternoon. Venice police say the school received that threat around 1:30 this afternoon. All students were evacuated to the school's football field as a precaution. Venice police calling in the Sarasota County Sheriff's Office bomb squad, which found no suspicious devices. The school district also postponing tonight's middle school volleyball championship that was scheduled to be played at Venice High School. The owners of a small online radio station in Sarasota are struggling after the station's studios were vandalized last month. The 444 radio studios were destroyed and robbed back on October 19th. All of the station's equipment was crushed. Most of it doesn't work. The radio team managed to get the station's stream up and running, so it will play previously aired shows for the time being. The station is asking for donations to get back on its feet, and it's offering airtime and advertisement slots for those who can help. Still to come in your Suncoast News tonight, Manatee County's efforts to give help and hope to the homeless population.
And the Bradenton Police Department is looking to tackle men's cancers with some new facial hairstyles.
Tomorrow at 4 on Suncoast View.
I'm Stephanie Roberts. On Suncoast View, we get lessons in pet portrait painting, plus Siesta Key rum and Gold Rush barbecue in the kitchen.
Tomorrow at 4 on Suncoast View.
Download ABC7's free all-new news app at your app store today.
Gold fever has once again swept the nation, and everyone is rushing to Florida to strike it doubly rich. Introducing the $5 million Gold Rush Doubler. We're doubling cash prizes for over $752 million in payouts, and 36 prizes from $1 million to $5 million. The Florida Gold Rush is on. The Florida Lottery, just imagine.
They say good things come to those that wait. Well, you've waited long enough. You deserve to feel fabulous in your fashionable new Fiat 500X from Alfa Romeo Fiat in Sarasota. Boldly innovative, seductively stylish. Fiat gives you everything you'd expect from a capable utility vehicle, like a spacious interior and advanced safety systems, designed and built like a sexy little Sportster. Don't wait any longer. You deserve to feel fabulous. Get a new Fiat at Alfa Romeo Fiat of Sarasota.
Today, everyone is looking for carpeting that lasts longer. G. Fried has you covered with Karastan. With a legacy of quality and integrity, we provide you with a huge selection of Karastan carpets with exclusive lifetime limited warranties. All installed by our highly skilled, highly knowledgeable team. Come ask us why Karastan is the best and most durable. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
I knew I could get myself out of this. I just needed some hope and some help. I took the first step to recovery when I made the call.
If you're depressed, drinking, and using drugs, you may need help. And the Affordable Care Act guarantees coverage of substance abuse. Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment.
I had problems just getting to sleep, drinking and using pills every night.
I feel like I'm losing control. I'm afraid I'll lose my job or even my family.
Are you losing hope? You can recover and get back on track. Call now for hope and help with proven, gentle recovery programs.
I never thought that I could be somebody who didn't drink and use drugs.
I have something to hold on to for strength. I'm in recovery, getting the help I need.
Call the Addiction, Hope, and Helpline now for a free assessment with someone who cares.
Call 1-800-764-8708. That's 1-800-764-8708.
A new idea on how to get people who are living on the streets on the Suncoast the help and services they need. Law enforcement and some nonprofits in Manatee County are asking you to get involved with its new 211 card program. These 211 cards are available to hand out to the homeless and panhandlers. Those receiving the cards can then call 211, which will give them access to the services they need.
I think it's great. The more help that's provided, the more people that it will reach.
For more information on this program or how to find out where you can get these cards, you can, guess what, call 211.
Bradenton police officers are working together in the fight against all men's health issues, including cancer. They're participating in Movember, where throughout the month of November, police officers are growing out their facial hair for a great cause. Just a few days, the facial hair on the police officers is really beginning to show.
Creates a little bit of camaraderie amongst all the ranks, both male and female, civilians, sworn. Everybody can sort of get together. Plus, it helps us get the message out.
Now, according to the Bradenton PD general orders, beards are prohibited for any officer in uniform, but Chief Melanie Bevan is waiving that policy through November 30th. They'll be clean shaven for the start of December.
Right, for the holidays. But it's kind of probably nice to not have to shave.
Yes,
and yeah.
It is to take, nice to take a break every so often from that.
And a good cause.
We'll be right back with the forecast. Stay with us.
Game on, Suncoast. Get scores and highlights from the area's top high school matchups on Football Friday night, just after the news at 11:15. Sponsored by Gulf Coast Honda.
You only have one life. Are you gambling with it? 1 in 3 adults have high blood pressure. Not knowing your numbers could cause you to lose, big time. Luckily, you can turn the odds in your favor by getting your blood pressure checked today. Don't leave your health to chance. Learn more at heart.org/HPB.
Types of timber, cuts of meat, cooking times, temperatures, rubs, seasonings, sauces. You name it, they know it. That's what makes them who they are, Sonny's Pitmasters. And proud of it. Come get some baby back ribs at Sonny's Barbecue. On their own or paired with favorites like jalapeno cheddar hot links or pulled or sliced pork plus 2 sides and bread. Sonny's Barbecue. Local Pitmasters since '68.
Are you considering joint replacement or revision surgery? Consider this. Dr. Edward Stolarski has performed thousands of successful joint replacement procedures and trained surgeons from all over the world. Using advanced technologies, Dr. Stolarski is able to perform some of the most complex surgeries.
I wish I knew about Dr. Stolarski much sooner.
After the surgery, I don't have any pain. It's like I've got a 16-year-old hip.
My name's Ed Stolarski. What I really do is I give people back their life.
Schedule a consultation today.
Since 1972, Sleep King has provided quality mattresses and accessories at the best discounted prices available. Top brands like Simmons, Sealy, Serta, Beautyrest, iComfort, and more. With available free delivery, free financing, and free setup and removal. For a comfortable night's sleep with same-day delivery, even if we have to carry it on our backs. Trust Sleep King of Sarasota. Buy it today, sleep on it tonight.
They're coming from Tampa, Fort Myers, even Orlando. They're coming from everywhere for the Sarasota Ford Promise. Our promise means a new car you'll love. If not, return it for one you do. At Sarasota Ford, we promise live market pricing. We monitor national pricing on our entire inventory, so you get the best deal. In fact, we guarantee it. Bring us any competitor's ad, and we'll beat it by at least $1,000. That's why they're coming from everywhere to Sarasota Ford, where 41 meets 301. SarasotaFord.com.
Bob had a fun day. Fun morning, right?
Only Bob. We were saying before in the newsroom with our director, we said only Bob could go to Lake Okeechobee and be back in time for the news.
There it is right there. This guy right here, John Mokel. I appreciate him asking, inviting me. They had a little briefing. I helped them out with the weather forecast. They jumped in the plane. This is a group, by the way, in Venice, and it's the VNC Lunch Club. They get together every Thursday, about 30 to 40 pilots. They got about 20 planes. There I am flying, actually. They let me fly for about a half hour, 40 minutes. Yeah, it was pretty nice. And then they fly all over Florida. They have a little lunch, and we did there, right there at Okeechobee Restaurant. I can't remember the name of the restaurant. I had a nice hamburger and a lot of good times. All these guys from different walks of life. And there's a guy there was from I want to say FedEx. He was a FedEx pilot. I was going to say UPS. So he doesn't want to hear that. But nonetheless, it was a great time, and they do this every Thursday. It's the VNC Lunch Club. John Mokel setting me up. I met him at a hurricane seminar, and he helped me out there. So appreciate all the fun times. They're a great story. You know, they do this every Thursday. They fly all over, and I got a chance to fly, getting that bug back in me. I got about 13 hours, you know, before I got here. I took 13 hours, almost to the touch and goes, and flying by myself. But I said, I'm getting out of this. I'm going to just do weather instead. So we had a good time flying, though. Thank you for that. Really appreciate it. Punta Gorda webcam showing we had some clouds around, even some showers near Lake Okeechobee. We were able to dodge those. I tell you, things have really changed in terms of technological advances inside that cockpit. That pretty much drives itself now, these planes. That was a nice Piper plane we were in right there. We were going about 170 miles an hour. And it didn't take but less than 40 minutes to get from Venice Airport to Lake Okeechobee. Well, here's the high-pressure ridge now bringing us that east to northeasterly wind flow. And here comes a cold front. Now, this is not a big cold front, so don't expect a big cool down where you got to get your jackets and sweaters. It will be noticeably cooler, though, come midday Saturday and especially into Sunday and Monday of next week. We'll get back to average temperatures. Our highs lately have been in the upper 80s for the most part, and we'll get back to the low 80s, which is fairly typical for this time of year. Well, a few showers around. You can still see that activity moving through parts of Hardee County and also down south near Venice. We had a brief shower there earlier, and then this rain moving to the west, northwest is going to run out of steam here pretty soon, but I wouldn't be too surprised to get a few sprinkles near Hidden River or possibly Mayaca City and down the road. 82 right now. We have some clouds around, and the dew point temperature at 65. That's high, and the dew point will come down a little bit too, so we'll be down into the mid-50s, I think, by Saturday night, Sunday morning. Humidity at 56%, and the pressure still pretty high. It is falling slightly at this time. 75 in Jacksonville, 82 in Sarasota, 81 in Key West, and 78 now in Miami. And temperatures in the upper 70s to low 80s. Bradenton now at 84 degrees, though, 79 in Wauchula. Avon Park at 78, Lake Placid at 76 degrees, and the Gulf of Mexico at 76 as well. That's been fairly consistent right there at 76. Tomorrow's forecast, sunshine. We'll have a few clouds. There's also a very slight chance for an isolated shower. The front itself will move through later on Friday, bringing with it increasing cloudiness and a chance, just a chance for a few passing showers Friday evening. Should not be a spoiler for football Friday night. Winds will eventually switch more to a northerly direction and then out of the northwest by Friday. At least that particular model indicating that it will move through. It could be a little later than that, but right now it's producing some showers and storms just to the east of Dallas. What's going to happen is a little low pressure area will develop along this front over parts of the Tennessee Valley and then give it enough push to get through. I think it'll make it through. And looks like temperatures will not drop drastically, but we will see that northwesterly flow, which will bring our temperatures down into the low 80s, right? Big cold front, but not much anticipated as far as rain. And that system out in the Atlantic only has a 10% chance now of developing, and even if it did, it'd move off to the northeast. Northeast winds 5 to 10 knots to start the morning off, up to 15 knots in the afternoon, and the water temperature now at 76 degrees. And the beaches will see a high right around 84. Tides upcoming, low tide 8:55, another one at 10:55. And tonight, partly cloudy, then fair. Low temperature 66 degrees, northeast winds 5 to 10. And the 7-day forecast does call for great weather on Saturday, although there'll be some clouds in the morning on Saturday. Should make for a good afternoon. And remember to set your clock back 1 hour before you go to bed on Saturday. Back to you.
Thank you, Bob. It is crunch time in the race for the White House with just 5 days to go until Election Day. Hillary Clinton stumping in normally Republican territory, Arizona, and holding a rally in front of one of her largest crowds this campaign. Meanwhile, Donald Trump began his day in Florida, a must-win state for him. The latest ABC News Washington Post national tracking poll gives Clinton a 2-point lead.
So for the first time, we have a real chance to turn this state blue again.
With your vote, we are just, can you believe this, 5 days away from the change you've been waiting for your entire life.
President Obama held 2 rallies for Clinton today in Florida, where polls show her neck and neck with Trump.
A coalition of groups monitoring voting across the country are getting more calls from voters in Florida than any other state. Members of the Election Protection Coalition say they've received more than 1,700 calls since Florida kicked off early voting. The majority of these calls have been from voters asking about mail ballots. Some are complaining they haven't received their ballot yet. Coalition plans to have about 200 lawyers and volunteers around the state on Election Day to watch out for any problems.
Hi, I'm Linda Carson. Coming up, we'll tell you how to scare up a good weekend on Suncoast Scene.
Tonight, Trump, Clinton, the fight for every last vote. Their 11th hour strategies. Is a November surprise in store? With just 5 days to go, this is where America turns. ABC's World News Tonight with David Muir.
It's the Crystal Classic International Sand Sculpting Festival on Siesta Beach, November 11th through 15th, with 24 of the world's best sand sculptors. Bring the family for new hands-on kids activities, live music, food, sand sculpting lessons, and more. See SiestaKeyCrystalClassic.com for details.
This week is wild with Mustang rescues.
So this is not for the weak in pocketbook, as they might say.
And the nosy Cotamundi.
Look at the nose. The nose is amazing to me. Watch Animal Outtakes every week on ABC7.
Rich finishes, beautiful colors, and over 1,000 different fabrics and leathers to choose from. With Bassett Custom Furniture at Bacon's Furniture and Design, you can design every room to match your own unique style. And every piece is quality handcrafted right here in America. Come in today and we'll guarantee your Bassett Custom Furniture will be shipped before the holidays. With our complimentary design service, start designing, start loving. Only at Bacon's Furniture and Design in Sarasota. Nobody beats Bacon's.
The official salon of ABC7.
Hi, I'm Chef Judy. Every Wednesday morning, I'll be with the chefs at the Publix Aprons Cooking School serving up the most wonderful dishes. Watch Aprons in the Kitchen every Wednesday on ABC7's Good Morning Suncoast.
Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Make your holidays sparkle with style. Browse our amazing showroom, cute collectible cottages, and beautiful Christmas displays. Find the inspiration, selection, and quality you need to deck the halls merry and bright. Christmas Traditions also features the area's largest selection of quality pre-lit Christmas trees, every size, shape, and color, and plenty of decorations to make your home shine for the holidays. Christmas Traditions by Lux Art Silks, where more is merrier. Visit us on New 301, just a quarter-mile north of University Parkway.
Come see the Crystal Classic International Sand Sculpting Festival November 11th through 15th on Siesta Beach. Check out the Crystal Classic Party Tent, produced by Siesta Key Chamber of Commerce and Moat Marine. Details including remote parking via SCAT. Visit SiestaKeyCrystalClassic.com.
This is a great time of year here on the Suncoast. There are galas, theatrical openings, and festivals galore.
ABC7's Linda Carson joins us with Suncoast Scene. Linda.
The Suncoast is going to come alive with the sound of music this weekend. Tomorrow night, the Sarasota Concert Band presents its Swiss Music Festival at Riverview High School in their auditorium. And there are a lot more concerts. Gloria Music High opens its season with Viv España.
We have a season that's featuring musical travel, if you will, and we're featuring first the music of Spain, which is, vibrant, fiery, sensual, sexy.
These are two of the soloists, guitarist Jonathan Godfrey and his wife, soprano Jenny Kim Godfrey. And if you want to hear more, it's Gloria Musicae, Sunday at 4 o'clock at the Siesta Key Chapel. And Young Frankenstein, the Mel Brooks musical spoof of those scary old horror movies, is now at the Players.
It's going to give you a different look at a horror classic, and you'll see and hear lines from your favorite horror films, classic, but they're all breathed in with new life. There's new life in them because now all of a sudden we're making fun and having fun with a horror classic.
Young Frankenstein at the Players Center through November 20th. And in honor of Veterans Day, the Manatee Community Concert Band is giving a free concert called Let Freedom Ring.
It is a patriotic and veteran salute to all our area veterans and paying tribute to them and America. Lots of great tunes. God Bless America, America the Beautiful, Battle Hymn of the Republic, all the great favorites.
Let Freedom Ring at the Manatee High School Auditorium Saturday night at 7:30. And the Sarasota Medieval Fair opens at the Sarasota County Fairgrounds on Saturday, and it runs Saturday and Sunday for the next 3 weekends. Put your modern cares behind you and step back into the year 1199. You'll see famous battles reenacted, not on the battlefield, but on a life-size chessboard.
Everybody loves to see the joust. Everybody loves to see the human combat chess match.
And everybody will love the food, the medieval bazaar, and the live performances.
We also have kudu and crackerback, the two bagpipe, tribal drum kind of groups. We've got Empty Hats the last weekend. We've got the Washing Well Wenches still. It's great.
And while you're at the Medieval Fair, look closely at the actors. They may be your neighbors. 60 of the performers at the fair were hired right here on the Suncoast. Get a chance to be an actor out there.
Yeah, and kind of transport yourself, like you said, back in time.
Yes. Hopefully you're not one of the people killed in the battle.
Right. Good point. Thank you, Linda.
And whatever you're doing this weekend, the weather's going to be pretty
Looks
good.
to be okay, yeah. The morning on Saturday could still be a little cloudy, a chance for showers, but it should go through, and it should be okay this weekend. Now, long-range models indicate there might be another cold front next weekend, but that's a long way off.
Yeah.
Until then, things look to be pretty good.
Nice.
Sounds great.
Thank you, Bob.
Thank you for joining us. World News Tonight with David Muir is next.
We'll see you tonight at 11. Have a wonderful evening.
Enjoy fine wine, craft beer, and delicious foods, all while supporting a great cause at the 15th Annual Suncoast Food and Wine Festival, Saturday, November 12th from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Sarasota Polo Club. Taste hundreds of wines from around the world and sample cuisine from the area's finest restaurants. Watch live cooking demonstrations from local chefs and take part in a silent auction to bid on creative prize packages that will delight any foodie or wine connoisseur. The event will feature live music by Kettle of Fish. There's free parking, and all proceeds benefit a variety of local charities and Rotary Club projects. Don't miss this year's Suncoast Food and Wine Festival, Saturday, November 12th from 1 to 4 p.m. at the Sarasota Polo Club. For tickets and information, visit suncoastfoodandwinefest.com.
Whether you're a homeowner looking for a professional installation or a contractor looking for top quality products, Sarasota Glass and Mirror can meet your every need.
For 42 years, Sarasota Glass and Mirror has been the area's premier supplier and installer of quality glass products for your home or business. As an authorized PGT WinGuard dealer, we know how to protect your home with everything from the PGT WinGuard impact-resistant windows and doors to shower enclosures and decorative mirrors. The Sarasota Glass and Mirror team has the knowledge to tackle any project.
Today, everyone is looking for more fashionable choices in flooring than ever before. And G. Fried has responded with a huge selection of carpets, tile, wood, laminate, and vinyl. Installed by a highly skilled team, G. Fried has got everything you're looking for and more. The next time you think about quality flooring, think G. Fried Flooring America. G. Fried Flooring America. Our world is at your feet.
Hurricane season is here, so when severe weather threatens, count on the official Suncoast Storm Team at ABC7.
We're armed with the most advanced weather technology.
And focus on the Suncoast.
The official Suncoast Storm Team at ABC7. We're here for you. Game on, Suncoast. Get scores and highlights from the area's top high school matchups on Football Friday night, just after the news at 11:15. Sponsored by Gulf Coast Honda.
They care. They take the time to understand you, take the time to understand your case.
There's no better satisfaction to me than to see a client who is happy because of the job we've done for them.
It's really actually very comforting to know that there's someone that you've heard of and you're getting recommendations about that you can turn to when you have a problem.
I felt like I had a partner in this, and he was going to be by my side.